Alright, greetings. Another week. Another RoboParents Gone Wild. Today we're doing backgrounds, a little more quiet, because my kitty comes in and out of my room, and I can't really, like, close my doors. Or my windows, because he likes my windows open. Okay, so, the main goal is to not die, but also backgrounds. Everyone's, quote-unquote favorite step. Unless just someone who really likes doing backgrounds, like Bailey. Bailey's really good with backgrounds. I go with backgrounds too. It's just doing them that's annoying. So, I'm gonna do them. Okay, so, yeah, we're doing this area. Let me quickly grab a reference for, like, Zim's little, like, archway between his living room and his kitchen, because we're gonna be drawing that a lot. I'm thinking it's gotta be like which one? Probably like Idiot Dog Brain. Yeah, that's okay, that's probably good. Hello, Tiny Hamster Alistair. Where am I? Okay, I found one screenshot. This one. Though I would like something a little closer, so I'm gonna keep looking. Taco Human. You know, I was auditioning for 10 today, though I doubt I'm gonna get the role, because I'm not very good at, like, disguising my voice. Like, I could do original characters, but canon characters are hard for me to do. Because there's like a specific way you imagine they sound. Okay, so that's, yeah, squid painting should be higher up, so it's not going to be visible. And then, couch is like over there. This is further away. How are you doing this fine Saturday? Yeah, doing surprisingly great. If you saw my post, you know, Pumpkin, who is my cat, by the way, he injured his poor leg. So, I wanted to do this earlier in the week, like, genuinely, I was actually planning on it. And then, poor Pumpkin gets an animating Apple worker. I'm working on it! I need references. Oh god, I'm the music rushing me. Okay. Stop having fun. They don't show his face a whole lot in season 2. Unfortunately. Maybe in Backseat Drivers? Let me check. A lot of the episodes in, like, his basement. And the massive. Problem is that most of the time when Zim's in his living room, we see, like, his couch or his door. there's not a whole lot of shots of the like the part in between his kitchen and living room. Hope your pumpkin's doing well. Sometimes we praise your family. Thank you. Yeah, at first we thought that, like, he sprained it or something, but turns out it's, like, the theory we're going with is that, he, like, when he played with another cat, they bit him too hard, and it got, like, it got some bacteria in there, and that's no good. So, thankfully, it's not in his bones. At least we don't think it is, but it's likely not. Alright, adding to the reference pile. This is a good reference shot for the kitchen. Wish I included this in the document. I guess it's not too late. You know, not all parts are assigned. Yeah, looks like I need to add a little border between the floor and the wall. Let's do that. But I think other than that, this should be good. No need to help your cat. I hate being broke. No, it's okay. He didn't need anything too expensive. We were able to pay it off easily. Trust me, if he did have an emergency, I would probably just open up emergency commissions. But he doesn't need it right now, thankfully. Okay, how about Girl Who Cried Gnome? Any kitchen-y shots? Nope. Oh, I wish I just had like a 3D model of Sim's house. I guess close to have is TAC Day. Yeah, they show that area in TAC. Head into the cellar you go. Broke the human made stupid 55 with question marks. Yeah, it'll happen. Cherry Wambo should be a scene icon for Hot Topic. You know what? Actually, Cherry Wambo would be more like a pastel girly. She'd be all like Sanrio. And like, oh, she'd love Cinnamoroll. Oh, you know who she'd love? My Melody and Kuromi, actually. She would live for My Mellow and Kuromi. Alright, I think that's all the reference I need for this part. Bam! One more. So... Okay, it looks like there's not actually a buffer here. It's literally just this floor continued. But yes, these do line up. Why is the toilet so wide in this shot? Whatever. You know who should be a goth icon? Mimi. I think because she's literally a black cat. Gazza loves Sanrio too, I bet. Oh, she'd love Kuromi especially. She also likes cute things. She too would like My Melody Kuromi. Oh! What am I saying? You know My Sweet Piano? That's who Chammy would be. Let me show y'all. Yeah. Okay, let me put myself in front of this. Okay. So... look at her! Look at her! She's perfect, okay? And then... watch this. Look at that. That is the same character. Slash J. Okay. So also... yeah, there's no buffer zone, and also... I need to put these tiles closer to the others. Or at least this line. Yeah, I gotta move this. Hi, Bryce. Hi, Sarah. Okay. Like... I'm trying to do this. That area. Can I perspective? Story my life. Okay, and then just a little bit adjustment. Is there literally a tool for this? I may be stupid. Guy, figure roller, curve roller. One of these. Perspective roller. Oh my god. Wait. No way. No freaking way. I could have used this the whole time. No! What? How do you work? What am I doing when I click you? Hang on. So like... that, and then... I guess... Oh my god. Ain't no way. Ain't no ain't no way. There was a perspective ruler here this whole time, are you kidding? Oh, that's just great. Oh, that's... Like, would this even look right? We'll try it. At least for this. This one line. Quadrazim and Dib lost in IKEA. Only if Gur is also eating meatballs. Johnny's giving you permission to live stream our conversation today. Can I join Conventia when I draw? Yeah, if y'all want. Let me adjust my audio settings real quick. There. Okay. There we go.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. I just realized that there's a perspective ruler that I haven't been using. Like an idiot. In my drawing app of choice. I could have been using that this whole time. Instead of guessing. Hello? I can't watch right now because I'm in the car again. Last sentence happened. I'll be back in a minute. So see you later. Okay, see you soon. Mega Doomer. Okay.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello, everyone.
Slid into Conventia. But
Let me adjust your volume levels. There we go. Alright, yay! Yeah, just a reminder, I am live streaming right now.
Indeed.
Okay, so... yeah, currently drawing Zim's, living room kitchen. For a background.
I'm on push to chat, and it's a little tricky, so let me know if I come in and out, or if the static on my microphone is too loud. I think I got ripped off on a bad headset.
Oh. Dang. Wait, where's my perspective ruler? There's my perspective ruler. Right here. Not the Delta church music. There we go. Okay.
Honestly, I'm honestly like pretty excited about the new premises that we found in the files.
Oh yeah. I don't even think my stream chat knows about that. Whatever, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go over those tomorrow. Be like, I don't know, see all the cool stuff. Okay. Yeah, actually, how do I... Perspective part 2.
I mean, they're just really short premises. You could just like go back and forth between drawing and reading one.
Yeah. I could.
I convinced, this is not related to anything, but it's related to the Zim Awards.
Yay.
I convinced Grimm to submit their OC that they literally created on the meeting today for Zim Awards next year.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So, we're taking a look at the chronology today, and I'm pretty convinced that Top of the Line takes place before Day of the Spookies. Do you have any thoughts on that, Johnny?
Oh yeah, I know what you're asking him, yeah. I think it makes sense.
I haven't had time to really look at these, and truth be told, I barely remember much of the unproduced episodes that we've known about for years, like Day of the Spookies.
It's because of Scooge. Like it would explain like how Scooge becomes Zim's roommate. Like why is he back on Earth?
Right.
Maybe
Right. So right now, the way that we traditionally had it ordered was Day of the Spookies happens right before Top of the Line, and Scooge is just like, yeah, I've been living in your basement, and it's like, okay, and then Top of the Line starts with not Scooge at Zim's house. Scooge isn't even there, so it's like, there's no way this happens after Scooge living in Zim's basement. This must happen before. And then Top of the Line is the explanation on, oh, Scooge just rode with Zim back and Zim didn't notice.
Gave him a ride back home. Probably without knowing.
The Top of the Line, the fan-written one, or the script archive one. I was a little confused. I did not get much sleep last night, guys.
The Lost Media one.
Okay. I suppose so. I guess it's really... I would have to reread Day of the Spookies or re-listen to the InvaderCon recording. That one had a recording on the DVD, right?
Nope. It was...
It did not.
You would think I would know this, but...
Oh, Bryce does, because he originally did all the voices himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did all the voices himself for one of his, for his original recreation, and then had to re-edit it when the live reading came out, yeah. Oh my god, guys, I'm doing it. I'm doing 2-point perspective. This is literally how you do it. I know y'all can't see it, because... Whatever, I should stream to Discord as well.
Because
so
if...
I say what makes sense.
if it wasn't from top of the line, then that means Scooge's last interaction with Zim was in Hobo 13, and that means that Scooge would have been living in Zim's basement since Hobo 13.
Crazy.
Yeah, that tracks. I guess. I don't know. Unfortunately, all I can think of right now, every time I thought of Hobo 13 for the past 3 months, is just the fact that there's a 6-7 in Sergeant Hobo's
Oh
rank.
no,
if I
people
recall.
pointed that out.
No.
Oh god. So what I'm off of
That's
that one's gonna
Am
be
I
not
wrong?
Hobo
Have I given
13. That's
that?
FBI Warning of Doom.
Oh,
Oh, you know what?
That's Slab Wrinkle.
Okay.
I'm surprised you remember that, because I don't.
Well, he sings it like it's a
See,
jingle, and so
Oh.
I'm like, yeah,
Those
six,
two
six,
mixed together.
7.
You'd be surprised how much I didn't memorize of the 27 episodes. If it's not too useful for me, I kind of delete it from my head.
Understandable.
Well, the 6-7 is now permanently ingrained in my brain.
Also, I just respected R. Lee Ermey as a person way more than the guy who voiced Rankle. So I think I just wanted it to be him.
Okay, and then...
Xena, you should explain to Johnny what exactly you're drawing right now.
Oh yeah, so for RoboParents Gone Wild, I gave myself a part that was in the script that Bryce did not recreate, so we had to like get together and figure out how do we convey this scene for the first time ever. And we did the storyboards. I'm on backgrounds right now, so drawing Zim's house.
So describe the part. What's happening here?
I should open the storyboards for that. Let me get them up. As it makes way more sense if I have them in front of me. Okay, so. This is at a point where, so Zim has been replaced with a monkey badger hybrid named Dinky that his RoboParents found because they're still insane, but they now perceive him as like their son and them as his parents. So their RoboDad's like, oh my god, he didn't love us. And so he runs off, gets them a new son. It's this stupid little monkey badger thing, abomination named Dinky. And Dinky has been unleashed into Zim's house. Right now, they're in the kitchen where they are destroying everything. And Gur has been, like, twice by now, Gur has been running into the kitchen only to get immediately thrown out. Because he wants to join the destruction, but Dinky is a monster that doesn't understand everything. Like, anything. So, this is, what this is basically the third, so it's the punchline. It's the third time that Gur's done it. So this time, he looks up at Zim, like, as he's about to go back in, and Zim gives him one last pleading look, like,
Terribly sorry, I'm having some internet connection troubles. I forgot to turn off my VPN.
Oh.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Alright.
I had cut you off because the internet kept phasing in and out. I could not hear half of the sentences. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, it's alright. Yeah, let me scale Gur to this, actually. Oh, I'm making these too small, I think.
Way too small.
Yeah.
Which is better, because then you have to draw less.
I know, it's supposed to be, like, closer. Like, I don't know. I'll just do this, zoom it in, boom, problem solved. There we go. Now it's a bit farther away. And then I'll just zoom in until it's Gur size.
Oh, I don't know how to answer this question, so I'm hoping someone with more experience can help me answer it. But HexZ tagged Bryce specifically, apparently. They just edited. But they asked, when Gur releases the kitties, would he wear his dog costume?
Pretty sure Zeno knows the answer.
Okay.
So HexZ, you have later in the episode, so
To release the kitties.
Gur would be robot. Yes, absolutely robot. After he sheds his dog disguise, he doesn't have it anymore. Like straight up. Yeah, I think aside from Gur's like announcement, like we were not gonna have dog Gur.
Hey there, I'm back.
Hello. Okay.
Welcome back.
I'm not sure how much of my explanation you heard.
It was unfortunately phasing in and out. I left my VPN on for a thing because I was making transactions.
Okay. In that case, I'll just redo my RoboParents Gone Wild recap. Okay. Yeah. So I'm doing a scene for RoboParents Gone Wild. Up to this point in the episode, Zim's RoboParents have had a power surge, and they're still insane, but they act more like caring parents. So they see Zim as their son. And Zim's like, okay, I'm gonna go fix you. And RoboDad's like, he didn't love us. We give him a toilet to play in and he wants to fix us. So then RoboDad like runs off and finds them a new son. And that new son is this absolute abomination monkey badger hybrid named Dinky. And Dinky gets unleashed into Zim's house, starts destroying everything, mainly the kitchen, and like Zim's like freaking out. But Gur is excited, he's happy. And so twice by now, Gur has tried to run into the kitchen to join the destruction, only to get thrown out by Dinky. This is the third time. That's what my scene is. It's like the third in a rule of threes. And so, yeah, in this part, Gur looks up at Zim, and this is the background I'm doing right now. He looks up at Zim, and Zim looks down at him, and he gives him like a little pleading look, like, oh, please don't do this. And so Gur has like a little like moment of like inner debate, like oh yay, Dinky destruction, but what would Zim think? Oh man, he keeps going back and forth, and then he turns one more time, and then he is just in awe at the destruction. Like it looks absolutely horrible to like us and Zim, but like when Gur sees this, it's like angelic choirs. It's irresistible. And so he has fully given into sin, and he runs into the kitchen, and there's nothing more that Zim can do.
This is in the script, by the way.
Yes, this is from the script. This is just our interpretation of it.
Yeah, I it all feels new to me because I remember when the finished scripts, the ones that went to audio phase, leaked on Room with the Moose decades ago. I think I read them once or twice, went, oh, that's neat, and didn't think much of it for years. And it feels like I'm learning about it all over again.
Yeah.
Like, I even had to check if Simon Says Doom wasn't some fever dream I had in my head.
Oh, speaking of Simon Says Doom, I feel like my whole life is a lie. Because this whole time, we had it spelled as, like,
S-E-Z.
S-E-Z, and it's not that, it's actually how you spell says.
Yeah, on the
but now
DVD and the script, it's S-A-Y-S.
Yeah, so I feel like my whole life's a lie now.
Wait, is it not?
Yeah, right? It's not. It is, it's spelled correctly.
I think I got it from the Zim wiki, and that's how I spelled it on YouTube.
Wait, does the Zim wiki spell it like that?
I think so, because I got it from somewhere.
Let me check.
And then I spelled it that incorrectly for 15 years, and we just assumed that was the correct spelling.
No, on here they spell it correctly.
Like,
then I don't know where I got it from.
They sarcastically called Dib's Wonderful Life of Doom Dib's dope-ass life.
I think it's great.
Let me check. Hey, Flame Girl. Let me check Room with the Moose. Let me see what they say.
I've been here for like 10 minutes.
Today, I think it's off for some reason. Is the server down for you guys?
No, it's up for me.
Maybe it's the VPN.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Flamgo, I'm on streamer mode, so I can't hear when people come in right now.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming with the public audience on a public YouTube channel, so, yeah.
We're on the internet.
On the internets. Anyway, yeah, they say it's spelled correctly. I don't know, I'm thinking, did Bryce just have a fever dream and that's why he spelled it incorrectly?
No,
Maybe.
I do recall 15 years ago that there was a back and forth debate on which one it is. And I think back then, I must have saw more references spelling it incorrectly. And I'm like, well, it is kind of a Zim thing to do. And I saw the original script that had it spelled correctly. And I'm like, maybe they originally spelled it correctly. And then later they're like, you know what, maybe we should change it to be more Zim. And so I went with the change that I thought was the change, which, yeah, maybe maybe that was all fake.
I don't know. But whatever, we know how it's supposed to be spelled now, so we know how to spell it going forward, thank God. Because that's gonna be the next, like, reanimate project, with the multi-animator format. Is gonna be, it's gonna be Simon Says Doom. Yeah, a lot of the episodes that have multi-animator projects complete, they're all like the super popular ones, like The Trial and 10 Minutes to Doom, Return to Kiev, all the ones that people actually like want to see. RoboParents, I feel is like is a little unique because it's it's an episode that nobody really cares about.
I care about it.
Fair. I didn't care about almost all of them until, like, the reanimated versions came out. I'm like, oh, okay, I see how good this is. So I feel like the same kind of thing will happen in RoboParents. People are like, yeah, this is awesome.
I've
after
already,
it's all done.
grown more attached to it, since I was the one that had to do all, like, the part editing. So who knows, strange things happen. Yeah, I never really cared about this episode before TVH, but, since I have, I've basically, became the RoboParents Gone Wild expert. I've, grown a lot more attached to it.
And now Zeno's director of that project.
Yep. Oh yeah, and also,
I'm just
I think we will have
making
to
random-
I'm pretty much, yeah, I think we do have to reassign, like, part 4, because I cannot get a hold of Hemlocked.
I'm just making random shit up for this background. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing.
Oh wait, which background are you doing right now?
I'm doing my concept art, the locker room. I'm just making up a bullshit
yeah.
locker room.
Yeah, just make it up. We don't have a
I
locker
think
room.
it's coming out okay. I just need to figure out how to make it super detailed and fancy and cool. Yes, they do
I'd say
that.
reference like maybe like Schlugorgs and like the Freika, because they have a similar aura of like mundane like work rooms but Urkanified.
I think I have one like well envisioned. I just gotta get like the little details
Okay.
in.
I don't know.
I'm just adding like a bunch of lines, making things out of metal.
So I accidentally made this like too scaled back, so I need to zoom it back in to fit Gur. To fit Gur's scale in the scene.
I'm surprised with how much we've talked about moving RoboParents down on the priority list that you so regularly stream this.
It's once a week. That's it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
It's because if I stop, then like I feel like the motivation won't be as high. As
Okay.
I like to just show people like, yeah, I too can make progress each week.
Sure, that makes sense.
I know, I will do the opening soon. I know that's extremely important. I literally, I planned, I had a game plan to do this exact stream on Wednesday, and that's when Pumpkin got hurt, so. Everything got, like, when I say everything got screwed up, I mean everything got screwed up because of that. Because I was gonna do that, and then I was gonna do, like, the opening either later that day or, like, that same day.
The whole ordeal turned me into a hobo.
The whole ordeal turned me
Yeah,
into
but
a
I'm
hobo.
okay now.
Man, I'm so sad that, like, Hobo isn't gonna be in, like, Noodles, at least not the... I don't know, he could be,
Hexy, Xeno, I think, is working on Max's design, question mark.
What? I wanted to do Max's design. What?
No, I know. Hexy asked who has Max's design.
Oh,
and I'm saying
we don't have one. Just draw a
Yeah,
regular Sur unit for now. Everyone wants to design the Sur units, and I'm like, give me a moment.
I know.
Because I'm gonna be so real. Like, I'm gonna be so picky with whatever they come up with. Because it's like, no, you can't change it too much. Okay. So this Gur's too big here. We need to zoom in. Zooming out. Zooming out. Zooming out. Zooming out. Zooming out.
This is literally Bryce trying to talk to me when we're gaming. He's like, left? No, that's not left. That's still not left. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
I mix up my lefts and rights.
Zooming out.
I'm pretty sure it's the dyscalculia, like, for me, so.
Yeah.
I mean, lefts and rights are just difficult for no reason.
Okay, hang on.
They're
I think how Gur should be
You're not alone.
scaled compared to this. So, like, Gur's like... So, like...
I could understand mixing up lefts and rights. I was amazingly perplexed that you were mixing up left with up and down, and I didn't know how to explain how to fix that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Gur's like... One...
That's why, honestly,
tile
okay.
size.
This is a hot take, but like, so I've been seeing stuff about Sony coming out with like touch buttons instead of like ones that you have to like manually move. I'm literally all for that, to be so for real. I'm like, I need that.
Girl, like, I gotta erase this a little bit. you have him like... There we go.
Johnny, I'm curious, what is most interesting to you in the Zim leaks?
Top of the line.
I think that's everyone's answer.
Yeah.
Tax my all-time favorite character of the entire series, so...
Hi, Carlos. Talk about the Zim files. He's in my YouTube chat.
People apparently were asking, I guess people thought that it wasn't just, like, the like, all the different, like, scripts and premises, but people were wondering, like, if any art got leaked, and I was like, yeah, no.
No, not at all. For that, well, so there's like a Dropbox that's been out for a while that has a bunch of art stuff. I have it like bookmarked to this day. That's been out for a long time. So if you want like art stuff, go look at that one.
That's a great Dropbox folder.
Oh, are you kidding? Like, it's so great. It has like so many references that I still use for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up to multiple people messaging me like, "Hey, I don't know if you know about this, but there's like this like
Hi, Zeno,
leaked
you
like
so
Zim
much. Just
thing."
got in. Want to say so excited to watch you animate this. Thank you.
There's a leaked Zim thing, really?
Yeah,
What?
so many people messaged me, and I'm like, I heard a little bit about it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Where's the link, ma'am?
There is?
Wait, what?
Whoa, dude.
This is a leak?
That's
Call a plumber,
crazy,
dude.
yo!
I remember at InvaderCon 2, at Eric's panel, I raised my hand during the Q&A portion, went, Senor Trueheart, top of the line script, where is it?
You shared this in the Discord. I thought this was hilarious, but yeah, you can go ahead.
Indeed. Yeah, this is for your audience, really. He just goes,
Yeah.
top of the line script? I'm like, yes. Is it real? Yes. Let's find out. Or, I guess he was going, is it finished? Let's find out. And he just takes out his smartphone. Remember, this is early 2010s. Not everyone had a smartphone. Not everyone realized all the cool things you could have on there that's not just your photos and memes. And he just has all the Zim scripts on there. And I assume this could be the same file he had. It could be a file any of the writers had. I don't know. But I remember him looking at it and then going, oh, it didn't have a script. Or something. And I think, in retrospect, that must be because this is a 1.1 draft I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing in the script notes, there's none of them
tons of script notes.
end with the go ahead to go on to the next phase with recording. So I'm sure they were just going to revise and revise. So it's probably not canon. It's probably not canon in a sense of final approval. But I didn't work on this show, so do not take my word for it at all.
The closest we have to canon I think we'll ever get. Like, yeah, even if we did implement like the revisions, we wouldn't implement them in a way that would be like necessarily correct. So that's why it's like just produce the one we have. Because
what I'm curious about is there's no outline for that one, but the premise is not interesting. It doesn't reveal all the things we didn't know about all these years. So I would assume the outline was finalized, approved, go to script kind of thing. And then if the outline was existing, and as you can see, I guess the uploader was like, don't make this weird. Don't bug the writers about it. I'd say we're all inclined to agree on that. It's probably lost media or something. But I'm wondering how much of this wasn't in the outline. The way how much of it's not in the premise. But I have to look at other. There's just so much in here, guys. But I'd have to look at other episodes and see how much stuff changed after the first draft. But maybe it would have been relatively the same. I don't know. There's 27 episodes that got produced. I just don't know.
It's a whole mess.
A beautiful mess. But,
Very beautiful.
I think my favorite premise that we discovered was the one where Zim gets really sick from the common cold,
Mine too.
and he has to go to a different planet called like Lozengia or something like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's the
that's
best
what it
one.
is.
I
I
love
think
that
my
one.
my favorite, I think. Well, I think it did have a premise, but I didn't realize that there's a whole like membrane, like it's membrane and sun. Like
Oh
I
my
thought that
god, I can't
I
wait
thought
for
that
one.
was
That one's
hilarious.
crazy.
Okay, I changed my answer actually. I cannot wait for Membrane and Sun. That sounds so funny. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean he just likes Zim enough to make him his quote-unquote son? I'm telling
And called Dib his son's friend.
his son's
Yes.
it's just, like that's like
That's
the
insane.
that's so sad that that one never got made, because like that's honestly the funniest thing I think they've ever done with the whole like Membrane doesn't treat Dib like his son bit. Like a lot of them feel too cruel in execution, but that's so funny.
I mean, doesn't
Fleming-
Jonan regret writing Membrane as a neglected
Yes,
father?
that's why he doesn't do it in
Yeah.
the comics as much. Anyway, Sarah?
And he's better in Florpus.
Yeah, I was saying I also like that there's a Fleming and a Kickening, like right after. Like
Okay, the kickening drives me nuts, because I swear to God I remember the exact episode plot, but it wasn't with kicking. It was like Zim Chob's Foo or something like that. And like it wasn't like, it was the same plot, but instead of there being like a kick me sign in Zim's brain that causes people to kick him, instead there's just a constant beam of light or something that projects like the phrase Zim Chob's Foo onto him at all times. And so like it ends the exact same way, follows the exact same plot, so I'm wondering like what happened. Did it get like lost in translation in the game of Telephone, or did it go through some changes? Did somebody misremember it like in an interview or something? I don't know. Like, it's interesting how the episode that has been described in like fun facts and like wiki sites and stuff, it's almost the same, but with one fundamental difference.
Interesting.
Like the difference.
Yeah, let me see the destroyed kitchen again. Okay, because this is when it's already like wrecked. So I'm just gonna draw it like a little destroyed.
Just a little destroyed.
Just a little bit. As a treat.
As a treat.
One script that had some big changes that y'all have to take a closer look at. Most Horrible Christmas episode. Most Horrible Christmas Ever episode went through some big changes.
Did it?
Yeah, some sort of like virus unleashed on the world. That's again, guys, I'm very tired. There's a lot of files here to go through, but one of them was like one change. If I read this right, was something about a virus that makes everyone make like farting noises or something with their
I can go
mouths.
through it and read out the changes.
What my biggest takeaway was like some sort of like Christmas ham burritos that Gaz and Professor Membrane wanted to get for Christmas. I'm like, well, I want those for the holidays now.
They're just writing anything at this point.
we also realized that we totally so we started writing It Feeds on Noodles.
Oh my god, yeah.
And now we have to completely redo it
on this
because-
exact live stream show that I do, we've done a quick we've done readings of It Feeds on Noodles, or sorry, our version of It Feeds on Noodles, which I now have to title something else in order to differentiate it. And I'll probably upload it as a fan fiction since we put so much work into it. I don't want it to go completely to waste into the ether of
so sad about
non-existence. I know, we worked so hard on it, but
And
alas,
it's so good!
it is. Oh my god.
Ah! Damn it!
Whatever. Well, there's a lot of jokes in there we could reuse.
He's not getting stupider, I'm getting
stupider.
More service for Zim.
Where can we possibly do more service for Zim, though? That's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know, season 3? Like, if we write a season 3.
Just for that line, that one line.
There's this Burrito King, I guess, but Burrito King became a comic, though, is the thing.
It did. It did.
But we have a comic of that, so I would do it similarly to like how we would do Pants, where like you, instead of going off the comic, you just go off of like what's in the episode premise. So you can get sort of like an alternate version rather than it just literally being verbatim the exact same.
I don't want to distract with too big a tangent, but I can't resist whenever people bring up Burrito King. Did you notice the big name fan cameo in there?
Big name fan cameo? Wait, it's been a while since I read that comic.
An Invader Zim superfan was drawn and written into the story.
Ain't no way.
That's not even my final form.
Let me look at this. Before I get back to It Feeds on Noodles. Yeah, Burrito King.
When I was looking through like all like the like script notes and stuff, something called standards gets mentioned a lot. Is that like the SMP?
I think it's standards and practices. Because it's always notes on like, oh, sorry, they thought this joke was a little too mean. Or like, unsafe for the kiddies.
The best jokes, though. Jonan and the crew were so good at complying and making it an opportunity for something funnier.
Yeah.
Like, adhesive medical strips. I had to check that. I'm like, that's gotta be because of Band-Aids, right? It was.
That's so funny.
You didn't know that was because of Band-Aids?
I didn't know that.
I
thought the joke from the start was...
Oh, I always knew, but I'm like, oh, please tell me it's because specifically S&P said you can't say Band-Aids.
Oh my god, Negadumer, where do I start? Basically, some Zim stuff dropped on the archive, and so, the discussioning is happening. Right now I'm looking at Burrito King. Just cause. I mean, this is a comic that already existed, but yeah. Getting all the
If you're looking to figure out who I was referring to, I think you've already passed, one of the frames she's in. Frames, cells. My partner draws comics.
Panels. They're panels.
Panels, that's it. I'm very tired, guys. I'm so glad my haunted house gig was canceled tonight. There she is.
Which one?
Wait, zoom in a little more. A little higher. Tallest row is Soapy Waffles.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Eric was very supportive and remains supportive as far as I assume all the years. Like, if you look at his blog stuff, he talked about how impressed he was with Mopiness of Doom. I think he wrote like a letter of reference, not letter of reference, like a, you know, when you write letters for people to get into college. I think they're called
Letters of recommendation.
Letters of recommendation. I'm in my 30s. I haven't thought about college in a long time, let alone the prep work for college. But yeah, he did a letter of recommendation for her for college and whatnot.
That's so
That is
cool.
crazy.
Like, I
So
want
that's
to
Emily.
say all this stuff now because whoever uploaded this, I don't know if they're ever gonna say how they got it, but if it's really because of file trading, I hope no one in the crew gets in trouble for it. I noticed that the metadata for the individual PDF files says Nicktoons was the right publisher, but I'm not seeing anything that would reveal a computer or anything that it came from, so I'm hoping no one's in trouble. But
Yeah.
this is where I'm gonna put over people that everyone over on the writing team seems really sweet. One of my friends met Frank Conniff several years ago, talked about head pigeons and whatnot, and he seemed really nice. Eric, I could sing his praises. If Weird Al fans have John Bermuda Schwartz, Invader Zim has Eric Trueheart, and I'm so glad because when we were all kids, we had Steve Russell, and that was like the devil on a shoulder instead of the angel. But Eric's just been such a gracious, supportive person, and that's why, like, when it went up on the Reddit, you'll notice I didn't say something like, "Do we even know this is real?" Fortunately, I've had opportunities to take peeks at it when I was doing a thing for the Invader Con server. I'm like, well, yeah, this is real, but now they're PDF files now. Look, you don't need to say how you got it.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, y'all might remember our version of the feeds on Noodles, so I'll go ahead. Oh yeah, by the way, as you know, I found Toon Lice episode color wrong again. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, it's also a little, mind you, there's a little bit of, like, I would say, like, artifacting, I guess, in the scripts, probably from whatever, like, processed them. Anyway, so, yeah, it feeds on Noodles. This is what we were trying to write, but didn't know we were writing. When Zim ducks into a Chinese food restaurant to shake the relentless Dib, Dib apologizes for disturbing all the customers and explains that Zim is an alien. Zim orders some food in order to appear normal to all the watchful eyes. He then eats the food, easing the fears of all the people around him. Dib, defeated, leaves. Zim discovers that not only can he eat Chinese food, but his body forms an immediate need for it, and he transforms to a sauce-thirsty minion of the night. Sauce-thirsty is crazy, by the way. A Chinese food vampire, complete with chopstick teeth instead of fangs. Rather than simply dining out, Zim's shame at suddenly needing human food forces him into a creepy life of keeping to the shadows, skulking at night in search of Chinese food to feed upon. The city lives in fear of a creature that's been plaguing Chinese delivery men, anyone foolish enough to eat Chinese food unguarded. Zim resists his life of Chinese depravity just long enough to seek out a terrified Dib, who he despises for turning him into the monster he now is, and demands that he be cured. Dib tells Zim about a legendary vampire hunter who might help, but who no one has seen in years. Zim gets impatient, goes out for the most terrible rampage ever. Zim, filled with rage and despair, feeds all night with reckless abandon, the entire city after him, till he is confronted by the legendary vampire hunter who Zim says he has been expecting. Zim says he was rampaging in hopes of luring the hunter out of his hiding. Zim, who has been far consumed by the noodly dark side, forces the hunter to battle him if he wishes to spare the world of Zim's evil Chinesey wrath. The hunter is victorious, and Zim reverts to his normal state. The world's Chinese food is safe from the vampire, and Zim is left with the ability to eat Chinese food without fear. He actually kind of likes it, much to Gur's joy. That's very cute.
Aw.
But yeah, good to know, almost nothing we wrote was correct.
I like ours better.
TBH, yeah. But alas, this is the canon version. This is what they actually intended. Where Zim doesn't feed on their blood, no, he literally just eats their noodles, and that is it.
That is weak.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there would have been changes when it actually went to script, but we unfortunately have to make it as lore accurate as possible. For, like, the complete definitive experience. Sauce thirsty. Yeah.
We'll upload our version of it, just for fun.
Zim ducks to a
reading of it.
Chinese food restaurant, shake the relentless div. He apologized for serving other customers. So they were like in the middle of a fight. So there goes our beautiful opening where Zim and Dib were just like, oh hey Zim, hey Dib. So what's the plan this time? That sucks!
I know! I love that!
Yeah, no funny casual banter. Rip.
God!
Zim touches the noodle god.
Oh, I drew all those noodles for nothing! That took a long time! Damn it!
God, it doesn't. The thing is,
we'll
the
upload
reason.
it as a fanfic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We'll
saying.
include the screenshot.
The way I want to do it is I want to upload it to like AO3 with like the images that we have done embedded into it. That includes the dramatic vampire thing that Flamgo has drawn. Like I want all of that stuff like exported and posted with that just so we can wrap it up with a nice little bow and be like, here's our Zim files that we were working on and are now outdated.
They got bombed horribly.
I just need to like finish it. I just need to finish the scenes. But thankfully, now I don't have to worry about script length, so I can make the ending as long as I want now. Or as long as I need, actually. Because I'm gonna be going verbatim with what Bryce told me the ending should be. 48 days until March 27th. I know, Mega Doomer. We're so excited to get you back.
Just in time for the Zim Awards.
Yep.
Yes.
Just in time for the 25th anniversary.
Kind of crazy. Your birthday's the day after mine.
Okay, I'm trying to like.
Where's the light coming from?
So instead of Zim, like looking into the noodles because it's might be a secret to finally finding the human weakness. It's literally just out of convenience. It's
August 12th,
the one part
2036,
that's actually funnier
the
than
heat
ours.
death of the universe.
Also, that's probably the one part that's actually funnier than ours. Is it's not because it's the human weakness. Zim is just like you know what? Fine. I can eat these noodles. Then he does so really dramatically in front of everyone, and then they just kind of like go back to what they were doing, not really caring. Like he makes a big show of it, and then they're just like, okay.
Classic Zim.
Though at the very least, we still get to include the ugly cashier.
Yeah.
And they also never specify what the restaurant is called, so we could still call it Dragon Flame
Express.
Dragon Flame Express. Out of spite, you're getting the mini version, not the original where they actually use vampire. Sorry, not the original where they actually use Dragon Phlegm. You're getting the knockoff.
We have Dragon Flame Express at home.
Canon knockoff.
Canon knockoff. Somewhere out of spite in another episode, in the background of the city, there will be the original Dragon Phlegm next door to the dirty taco place.
Because we're that salty.
Just because we're that salty. We spent weeks upon weeks writing this. And then it got overwritten, but whatever.
Well, it was even longer than that with Nate and I. We were debating for quite a while. And this was with the assurance that we were convinced that there was nothing else of Feeds on Noodles out there. And so we're like, okay, this one is safe to write from the ground up. And then nope, we should have gone with Pants instead.
Oh well. Speaking of those, I should go over those since like Nate has been working on this one. I haven't seen anything he's done for it though. I would love to see what he has written for it, just so I could be like, man, that's cool. Throw it all away.
Exactly.
Sarah said that Nate wanted Zim to go back into the classroom, and to my understanding, in all of these scripts or premises, Zim never returns to school.
That's crazy. Maybe it's summer.
Hold on.
Anyway,
Are you telling me the Fry Cook is the only season 2 episode when they go to school? Oh no, wait, they go to school in
Voting of the Doomed.
Different
What are you
Rising.
talking about?
And Voting of the Doomed.
Voting
and
of the Doomed
Vindicated
is
Deadline.
about school.
Totally forgot.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
remember the episode.
Let's see.
I feel like the whole point of the dim ship was so that they could do more interstellar stories and less stuff in the school. And just
Yeah.
because of more opportunities to do more fun things. Like, do we have like a ratio for how much of the Zim comics were more in space and multiversal instead of in the school? Because we had quite a few school ones. But...
Yeah, there were a couple of school ones. There was also a lot of space adventures. Anyway, those during show and tell at school. Oh look, they are at school.
Yeah, they are.
Literally right there.
Beautiful.
One student presents his ant farm. The ant's industriousness fascinates Zim. He gets an idea. By radiating ants to humongous proportions, he can use them as an army to take over the earth. At home, Zim radiates millions of ants, but only 6 of them grow, and only to the size of a shoe. Zim is annoyed until the ants sense that Zim is their leader, do whatever he says. Zim is confused and surprised to have so many minions taking orders from him so promptly. But what Zim doesn't realize is that his commands are simple ant behaviors that ants do naturally.
Zim said he's annoyed. Maybe he could say they're being annoying on purpose.
On purpose.
Oh my god!
Ain't no way.
I feel like it would have to be Dib to Zim though, because it's funnier.
That is how we imagined it, but hey, you know.
Hey, let me finish the premise. Not used to being listened to all the time, Zim grows drunk with power as he wields what he thinks are super bugs. Twisted by his pathetic power, Zim feels he is unstoppable and decides to take his ants on a daring mission to infiltrate Bob's warehouse of all human knowledge, a kind of Fort Knox facility. A now seriously delusional Zim and his special forces team arrive at the outer perimeter of the massive and well-fortified information storing facility. Zim and his ants make it as far as maybe a few feet up a wall, nowhere near the real defenses, are ignored by a really old night watchman. The guard notices after what seems like an eternity and shines his flashlight on the weird kid on the wall. Zim panics way more than he has to and scream orders at the ants to perform all sort of insanely sophisticated maneuvers to defend him. The ants don't know a damn thing other than how to be ants. They're being annoying on purpose! The tension mounts as a lazy crowd of onlookers gathers to stare at the insane boy on the wall. The old man takes the defeated Zim to his guard booth, while Zim curses his traitorous ants for surely selling him out to the enemy. The old man just gives the crazed green kid some cocoa, which Zim thinks is sick torture. Zim escapes from his cunning enemy, tired, backstabbed, and no wiser about trusting anyone who obeys him. I thought he would have learned that in Gurgo's Crazy and stuff, but alright.
I thought he would love hot chocolate.
Real though. I don't know, maybe because it's human hot chocolate, he doesn't trust it.
Oh, that little...
Anyway, yeah, those are the scripts that we were working on and are now wrong.
No!
I mean, they were always wrong, but we just didn't know that.
Everything's wrong.
Aren't you
Nothing
glad
is canon.
there isn't a Squishy Hugger of Worlds script in here?
I might have died.
Yeah, I mean, the premise is the exact same one that Eric included in his book, which is already available, so thank God.
Thank God there wasn't already
we
a
already
script,
got
that means we would have to get rid of Orion.
No, not Orion. Aw.
Orion.
By the way, in 10 days, it's gonna be Lunar New Year, and it's gonna be Year of the Horse. So I want us to do like just a bunch of silly things with Orion that day.
Yeah.
I'll probably like if you make any, I'll post like your memes of him to like the Zim Lost and Found community tab.
I'm gonna pull Uma Musume, make him anime girl.
Please! I've drawn him in the Uma uniform.
You know what? I'm gonna stop working on my Postal Dude, Exney, Ember get you stuff. I'm gonna work on the Uma.
Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be background.
This
So,
is the
let me
background of all time.
outline.
Such a background.
I know, it looks
Very okay.
so basic.
The one I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. How thick do I make these lines? Not very thick. At least not for the insides. Someone tell Bailey to like go into like a cave for like a week straight and then come out with all of her knowledge of Zim backgrounds.
We can make religion out of this.
The backgrounding.
The backgrounding.
The backgrounding.
Alright, this is a background. It works. Yes.
This looks stupid.
Television is stupid.
Television is stupid. Oh my god, I cannot wait till we get to Guru Goes Crazy and stuff. Television is stupid. My
Too much TV.
Oh yeah, too much TV. We actually, we first heard about that in, Eric Trueheart's book.
Oh really, that was mentioned?
Well, not by name, but, like, he offhandedly mentioned, an episode where, like, he actually said it as Dib, I think, like, watches too much TV. But in the premise that was, released, it's actually Membrane, so, yeah, wonder what happened there.
I guess they don't like Membrane. I don't know.
Well, we do.
We do like Membrane.
Well, we do. We do like bananas.
Question for those who are more inclined and interested in remembering these sort of things, especially because the episode air dates are not congruent with the production release, and the DVDs are even a weirder order. I just don't understand the DVD episode order at all. But did the do echolalia running gag of sorts start on Guru Goes Crazy and stuff? Because there's a couple more instances of characters going doody doo, like on Girl Who Cried Gnome, and I'm trying to remember what other episodes did that kind of bit, because that is such a fun echolalia. Echolalia, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Echo Lollipop something, I don't know.
Well, considering Gurgur's Crazy and Stuff is season 1, I would definitely say that happens first.
Yeah.
Indeed, I'm just giving another example of that trope, and I'm like, it definitely. I just don't know how far back it goes, because I don't really memorize the scripts at all.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was in any other episodes.
Also, you'll notice. So many people will have the first 5 episodes memorized, and oftentimes people say, oh, it's because those were rerun the most often. And that is true to an extent, but I have a theory that most Sim fans, or at least the avid ones, are somewhere on the HD spectrum, and every time you feel like you want to watch all 27 episodes, you get 5 or 6 episodes in, life gets in the way, months pass by, oh, I better start over. Yes, I'm watching Nightmare Begins for the 11th time.
Oh god, me AF.
And that's a big reason I haven't watched too much of season 2, and even less of the audio recordings, because I didn't get the bonus disc DVD until a year or 2 ago off eBay.
I just watch whatever I feel like in the moment.
Same. That's how I do it. I don't usually watch it in order unless I'm doing like something special, like the Soul and Eyeball studies, or if I'm watching it with like a friend group that's never seen it before. But if it's not that, I usually just watch whatever I want, which is usually just Hack and the Fry Cook over and over. Because those are my favorites. And well, you know.
I only watched the parts.
Hey.
Attack, cause...
Any space battle or any music I listen to.
Attack, cause, that's my favorite, she's my favorite character, so obviously her episode's gonna be my favorite, but, I'm one of those freaks in the fandom. I say freaks when we're actually, like, some of those normal people you'll ever meet. The Foodcordia fans. I'm one of those, like, who has, like, OCs and, like, fanfiction plots that take place in Foodcordia, so you kind of have to watch the Fry Cook over and over to, like, know all the details. So I know.
Play the Mario Kart-like Nickelodeon game? Because several of those take place in Foodcordia.
Is this a console one or arcade?
I'm thinking of the console. I bet the arcade has it too. I can't remember.
I have not actually. I haven't
sure
played.
Big fan.
No.
Yeah, it's licensed, but canonical in a sense of whether Jonin or a writer oversaw it. Definitely not. But
I didn't know it was
and I'm sure the
Foodcordia.
developer's gonna take a lot of creative liberties when it's a racing game, not a cartoon episode, but still very interesting stuff.
Yeah, I've, the
Let's
only,
leave
like,
those,
Zim karting
there's
game
nothing track.
that the only Zim karting game that I've played is, the arcade one, weirdly enough, cause, in Fort Worth, there's this place called Cidercade, and it has a, Nicktoons karting machine. Terrible game, by the way, don't recommend it. Here's the thing. It's, the way it's designed is, very clearly for children, and it's a karting arcade game, so you're supposed to sit in it like a real car. But it's made for children. You can see the problem when you're a grown adult. And also, auto steering is on by default, so the game kind of plays itself.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah, it's you know, it's kind of understandable. It feels more like you're playing like a kiddie ride than like an actual video game, which is what it's designed for, I guess. But still, I want like a real, like Invader Zim karting game.
Wait, maybe I got hyper-focused on the ride component to it. Does the seats move like Jurassic Park or F-Zero?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Because I'll take that, since the Zim ride's never coming back.
I don't know, I'll have to, like, see it again. I don't think it does. Especially since I'm pretty sure it's designed for, like, I don't know, like Walmarts, because, my beloved Television, he used to work at a Walmart in, like the Midwest sort of area. And, he actually, like, at that Walmart was that exact arcade machine. Not at an arcade, a Walmart, like at the front.
Yeah, that tracks. I want Walmart's a little bit weird for some reason.
Trying to figure out how to... I guess I could just do wires. That's usually what they do. Oh, I'm not Bailey. Drawing wires is tedious for me. Not the worst thing to do for backgrounds, but it's just tedious, because you have to keep them consistent.
I'm doing a perspective shot.
Oh yeah, it's all wires. Almost. Not completely. I don't know. I'm about to go to another arcade, actually. A different one on Tuesday for my birthday party. I'll see if they also have one, but I don't think they do because it's a completely different like place. We're going to, I won't say where, but we're going a more independent one.
Xeno, check VC chat.
Oh god. What is that? Why? Why is this GUR in 2013?
Fun fact, the tongue, the eyes, and the nose and lips come from me.
I see. At least you used yourself, I guess. Oh yeah, not sure how many of y'all, like, bother reading, the pet chat of all things, but some drama in my neighborhood, one of the neighbor cats is pregnant.
Oh!
Yeah, but,
Drama.
and they thought Pumpkin's the dad. But here's the thing. Yeah, because Pumpkin and, their cat, I'll just call her Mama Cat, they are very close, actually. Like, they play together a lot. So, like, you would think, right? But here's the thing. Pumpkin has been neutered longer than, like, a cat's pregnancy lasts. So, it's pretty impossible for him to be the dad. So, somewhere around here, there's some other, like, stray male that we don't know about.
So, I'm
You
curious
know
what
those
you're drawing.
shows?
What are these lines in the wall?
Trying to, like, there's a chunk of this wall missing. I don't know what's behind it. So I'm just doing wires.
These are supposed to be wires?
I was gonna do wires, yeah.
Shouldn't they be going up and down? Straight vertical?
Oh.
Either they should be straight vertical or they should be, like, crossing each other. But I don't know. I just feel like it's weird if they're all just kind of going in this curved direction. Kind of the thing.
Let me try straight.
I'm drawing Zim and Tack circling each other like cats.
Cat fight. But yeah, I don't know. Like, cat paternity drama was not on my 2026 bingo.
You know those shows where it's like that usually goes, you are not
Yeah,
the
like Maury.
father, or
Yeah,
are the
that's what we
father.
were thinking too. We gotta put Pumpkin on Maury. Because there's no way he's the dad. No way. I refuse to believe that, like, that's even scientifically possible.
Not scientifically possible.
possible.
Just put more cracks there and get a bit more obvious.
Which premise do you hate the most?
Hate?
Which one do you dislike the most?
I'm trying to think. Cause, I mean,
Boy is kind of stupid.
I was gonna say Boy is kind of stupid. The ending sucks. The ending of Boy sucks so much. Those of y'all who don't know, Boy is an episode premise where there is a little robot boy that needs to find love or else will explode for some reason. And so it ends up joining the Membrane household and trying to get close to Gaz, but she is like, she's an introvert, so she's like, ew, no. And Dib's all like, Gaz, no! And so, this goes on for like 11 minutes, and then at the end, Boy, by Boy is the robot's name, it's like B-O-Y. He ends up finding love when one of Membrane's colleagues wants a son, and so he adopts him. And then he explodes anyway. Like, what was the I know, like, that's a thing in Zim, it's like, there's a lot of episodes where you can be like, well, what was the point? But Now, like, actually, what was the point?
Everything has to end in explosions. That's another rule in Zim.
I'm so satisfied that all the premises that we got are filler episodes. It's so great.
I think it makes sense though, because like, you know, if you're working on the show, then you would want to like put more production, and also like say hypothetically you got canceled, you would want to reveal the important episodes, except top of the line, I guess. But other than that, yeah, like, because like 10 Minutes to Doom, the Trial, like big episodes like that, like those were super important to like script, and like they've been out for a while because of just how big they are, and so it makes sense that like a lot of these episodes you never even heard of are just filler, complete filler.
I look up tack and it's mostly
Filler?
just human disguise. That's not what I want. Okay.
I don't know, as funny as I imagine like it would be to watch if it was completed, I don't know, I'm not looking forward to writing the kickening, because it's literally just Zim getting kicked for like 11 minutes.
I would love to animate that.
Make it like Gur Eats Waffles, where make it like Zim Eats Waffles, where like it's just comically like stupid.
Zim Eats Waffles.
Zim Eats Waffles is peak, actually. There's a lot of people that don't like that one. I remember when I first watched that episode, I actually thought it was really funny. That's just me.
Me too. Me too.
It's funny how like stupid it is.
Yeah, the way I bust out laughing
No, it's
when
not
like Gur
stupid.
goes, "There's
It's
waffle in them,"
You're lying!
and Zim goes, "You're lying!" I thought that was so damn funny.
Oh my god. Funniest Zim moment ever for me, easily, is in Chicken Foot, when they do like the bit where it's like, "You have your slaw, sir, I want my slaw." I still laugh my ass off every time I rewatch that episode. It's so funny, and like if you've ever worked with the public, it's so relatable, because that's what people are like.
Oh my god. Tech, how do I draw
I
your
want my
attack?
slaw!
What kind of chicken
Oh,
would
Mega
you
Dimmer
like,
says
mister?
Duty Duty Do happened in Bloaty's Pizza Hog first? Interesting. When Robot Bloaty... Oh yeah! When they were doing like the Doody, they were like... as they were scaring him. That's where it came from. Ah. It was a Bloaty's thing. That makes sense. Oh, also, like, I didn't want to, like, comment it because it was, like, so irrelevant compared to everything else we were learning about top of the line, but, like, learning about the SUR units, actually gave me a lot of ideas for, like, my Sailor Moon Gureu. Because I've been developing that for years. And I'm like, you're telling me there's other SUR units that I get to add as characters now? Please. I'm gonna be, like, the first person on Archive of Our Own to use, like, Max, in parentheses, Invader Zim as a character tag.
Ooh,
I'm gonna rush to write a fic, I don't know, like, Gur X Max, like, Forbidden Yaoi, and... and it's just...
I think Max is a girl.
Like, I know they said she, her, but that was for Mimi as Max. When we didn't know it was Mimi,
yeah.
they just use it.
Interesting.
But I don't know. Max could be femme. But yet again, it's a robot. Who cares? I don't know. Mimi X Max Yuri. Right.
We had Ted and Tack, now it's Mimi and Max.
Ship their SUR units too. Nah.
Why not?
Why not? Write a sequel with Gur and Sneak, so I could also put, I don't know why. I just really wanna, I think it'd be funny to be the first ever person to use those character tags on AO3. And probably the only person. Let's be real. Also, I just know, by the way, if Top of the Line came out years ago, oh my god, the amount of, like, ship wars that, like TAC X Zim versus 10 X Zim it would cause would be crazy.
Oh my god.
You see, I'm not gonna-
Hey, how about this? You stay over there, and we stay over here, we mind our own business.
Real. That's how shipping culture should be, but alas.
People are too stupid to know that they can do that.
Like, you do know you can block tags you don't like, right?
You do know you can shut the fuck up when you don't like
I'm
something.
putting, like, a stupid amount of, like, detail on these wires. Or whatever.
I'm putting a stupid amount of attention on Tax and Tenny because they're kind of kicking my ass right now.
I don't like drawing the wires, but alas. It's because of this part where I have to draw all the lines. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna fuel those because I'm one of those, like, Zim and 10 are siblings truthers, but that's just me. If you're not one of those people, then no shade to you. If you interpret them as romantic instead, there's nothing in canon to stop you.
Please, your eye. Which way are you facing?
But on the other hand, the art I've made of TAC and 10 being together is way funnier now. It's like, oh, I see. That's their interaction? Okay.
I mean, nah, people see two enemies. Hey, what if there were these two people who hate each other? Let's make them kiss.
The most popular ship in the fandom.
Exactly, so... Really, it's common.
This art. This art is way funnier.
What do you mean most popular ship in fandom?
This art's so not canon compliant now, and I think it's really funny.
We're talking about Membrane and Santa.
Ah!
They're just drinking a little milkshake together. They're just girls, and then oh, she ties her up, but not like that.
Which way is Tax's little head thing? Not
Wait,
on that side.
guys, hear me out.
What?
Membrane X Santa.
Oh my god.
Enemies to lovers.
No, not just
I
Santa.
guess,
not
bro.
just Santa. It has to be like the abortion suit killer Santa that Zim invented.
I hear you out.
Look,
he just comes
it's
to life
better
on its
than
own.
Membrane X Clumbrain.
No, they're platonic dads. Membrane and Clem.
Wait. The polycule.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Good to know that
Remember the
every
Gartic phone?
character dropped.
Remember the Gartic phone with the tallest membrane polycule, and it was supposed to be like, and I drew Dib reacting.
How many people
Imagine
are in
his
the
reaction to
membrane
that.
polycule?
About four.
I'm so glad I introduced that to everybody.
Vegetator says I always laugh at the potatoes scene. These potatoes are great. These potatoes are nasty and bad. Hi, Fizzy
Sophie, I
Popstar.
still have the Dib reaction image saved. I love that so much.
Oh god.
I'm so happy that my prompt got those kind of responses. Yeah!
Yeah.
I still need to make art of the polycule, bro. Yeah! I need to make like a ship post-fic with that ship. You know, I speak the truth when I go, yeah! Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, I'm over halfway done with these stupid wires. These stupid wires.
Ooh. You look like you're having fun, Zeno.
Let's see, Megador says, I always want to watch fan Zim episodes because there's not enough official episodes, so I look for some on YouTube. Uh-huh. Okay, look for people's fan episodes.
I like to look for a bunch of like AUs and stuff.
AUs are
There's
fun.
a couple. Yeah. There's a couple cool comics I've found so far.
Oh, like Space Strong?
Yes! That's
Yeah.
I'm actually reading that one right now.
I
Also,
should read it. I've been liking the fan art.
Yeah. If once I get through what there is out now, if I still think it's super Sigma, then I am totally gonna nominate it.
Yay. It's a whole playlist full of 50 of these, except every episode is about romance. No way, you got a playlist of 50 fan episodes that are all romance stories.
Oh god.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna make that Mimi Forbidden Romance real. It just because it makes everyone else miserable.
You mean Max?
No, I mean, no, Mimi. Because
okay.
it would make Zim and Tak very miserable and very confused.
Oh yeah, and then they have the kids, and
I love yeah,
it.
it just gets like dumber and dumber like the more it progresses, and then like the kids, like right as Zim finally is ready to accept them, one of them suddenly puts on like a business hat, gets out like a briefcase and says, "Father, I must leave now, goodbye," and then shoots off into space, never to be seen again. Literally, why is every episode of it ships, and fuck, there's also side characters Zim with a blonde girl wig and ponytail. Interesting. Zim cosplaying Jessica. I mean, funny thing, I've actually drawn Zim as Regina George before. Because
oh my god.
I want to see at least one plot where
No,
Zim
now I'm
tries to be
picturing
a
Zim
girl.
getting hit by the bus.
He would.
You know what? It's like Gmod, like it's like the 3D Zim, like Gary's mod Ragdolls.
I must animate the meme that's like, sure is nice driving my 2020 Chevy Silverado, but with Zim characters.
Hi, Squidward.
Let me see what's going on in the Discord chat. Oh my god. Kidnapping my girlfriend to get back at my empire. Hashtag situationship. Man, you want to talk about situationships? Zim and Scooter's such a situationship. Aw, you made some cute art of Zim and Scooge. Bros for Oliver. Zim would definitely be the one who crashes into Dib riding the Chevy. Absolutely. Wait, no, Scooge would be the one who crashes into Zim. No, Scooge would pick you up in the airport. Okay, I saw the fan episodes again. They're worse than I remember. I mean, look, we all start somewhere. My old Zim plots were not great. In fact, here in 1 second, let me see if I can pull up an old Zim fic that I wrote. Because I have those. I've actually been working on getting my own Zim fic archive on the Internet Archive. but it's a lot because I have to write like context for each one because some of them are like for contests and like part written for like my AUs and stuff that aren't like super well known. Oh my god, am I finally done with these wires? Please. God. Okay, so make that it's separate layers. We can blur the back if we want. Yeah. Okay, let me see if my Google Drive still has an old Zimfic I'm thinking of. Old stuff. Oh yes, so much old stuff. Yes. Summer Scheme. I was proud of this one, and then I never finished it. Alright, let me see how many of you are still here. Oh my god, I was disconnected this whole time.
You
Ain't
died.
no
We
way.
tried
to bring you back, Nino.
I'm sorry.
We tried chest compressions.
I
we
was
tried
like,
the
man, I
67
wonder if they're
candles.
dead.
We
Even the
tried.
bees.
We tried Mongolian throat singing.
Jeez!
None of it worked, but
Aw.
somehow
Even the
you
bees.
miraculously returned to us.
Okay, great, because I'm actually,
I don't-
like, they're talking about, like, terrible, oh my god, wait a minute. This doesn't exist! Oh my god. Okay, let me erase that then. Anyway,
Well, what doesn't exist? The
There-
Mongolian throat singing?
no,
No.
just a line that I put that shouldn't be there in, Zim's room. Okay, so, they're talking about, like, terrible fan episodes in, the stream chat, and I was like, you know what, why don't I show off what I wrote at, like, 14 years old? Because, there's a lot of stuff in there that I have not read since I was in middle school. None of it I finished. Because, undiagnosed ADHD. You get really excited about a fic idea, and then, you never write it again.
Oh, I think. Oh no.
So is the way of
real.
the worm.
My fic has been on hiatus for like a month.
Yeah, I gotta work on the worm.
I haven't
I've been
Where's
needing
the
to write a fanfic for the past.
There's a reason
tight.
that Sailor Gur has been in development for many, many years, and it's not intentional.
If I didn't have this problem, I'd have the most banger animatics on my channel. You don't even know.
Oh my god, yeah, same Flamgo. I would have some absolute, like, I would be like, I don't want to compare myself to, like, Visby Bob of all people, but you know, like Visby Top type stuff. Where it's like full-on animations popping off constantly. Oh my god, I would be so powerful. The world just had to nerf me. Okay, let me paint in these base colors. And then I'll get back to this. I'll shade this, I don't know, probably like while like watching like a video essay, like off stream or something.
Oh yeah, fanfic idea. Postal Invader Zim crossover fic where
Oh my god.
it's revealed that Mufi's dad is the postal dude.
Oh my god, we're just making this full canon at this point.
Because it is.
Postal dude is canon to Invader Zim /J.
As the son, I can confirm.
Okay, yay. So we got these. Let's throw in. Oh god, this. There's so much white here. Let's quickly fix that. Let's make these look just a little more presentable. Yeah, there's like a couple of one-shots that I finished, most of them being gifts for my friends, because it's easier
Someone
for
said
me to finish
Keith is the postal dude.
Keith is... Yeah, that's true, because I...
Oh, yeah, I remember that!
you made the theory. So,
Cool,
okay, so here's the ultimate theory. So Keith is the postal dude, but when the postal dude grows up, he goes back in time, and then while he's like, I don't know, back in time to like fix like a time problem, that's when he falls in love with me. And so he never goes back to his original timeline. Keith and the postal dude just coexist. And so...
Oh my god! And Mufi is the child!
And Mufi is the child that nobody wants to claim. You know, thank God for this theory, because otherwise I would have not much to say about the girl who cried no.
So that Swollen Eyeball study is just gonna be that AU talk.
It's literally just gonna be me making postal references.
Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
Would you like? Oh my god, Mufi.
And I'm going to be...
When Mufi walks up to the door, it's like, would you like to sign my petition?
And then the second someone refuses, he's like, sign my petition, damn it.
Yeah, whenever she gets like stuck in the ground, it's one of those days.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be the only one gonna talk about the animation. Oh, so you can see what they did here. Oh, postal dude, okay.
No, she just blows herself up. No, literally, that is an actual feature in the game.
Up? That's just stupid. That's just
and it's actually
stupid.
It is actually a really smart feature in Postal 2 because it came out in 2003, so you can get stuck, you know, like kind of like stuck in like a wall or something. So, with the option of being able to literally end yourself, you basically get yourself out of that situation. It's a little failsafe, you know.
That's my favorite part of Invader Zim, getting stuck in a wall. And my favorite part.
I managed to do a base color with their Zim and Gur, so you can see what they're gonna look like. I just gotta shade, and then we'll have one of these backgrounds knocked out. Heck, I could just draw Zim in Clip Studio. I could draw Gur in Clip Studio since they're not gonna have many frames in this shot. I can just include them as scene elements instead of putting them in OpenTunes. I love open source software, but like the less I have to use OpenTunes, the better. I should just learn Blender at this point, TBH, like 2D Blender, because I imagine it's
you gotta make your first donut, okay?
Oh, y'all can't see.
Is Clip Studio any good?
Donuts. Clip Studio is really good, especially for like if you make comics. It is so good. It has so many useful features. Look, it has a perspective tool that I use to make the background. Yeah, you can just do two-point perspective like that. There's also like 3D references that you can, like, yeah, you can literally just go on like their little marketplace, download 3D models, like put them on your canvas and then draw over them.
That is amazing.
It is insane. And also the version I use is I think like version 4, which you can buy Yeah, this is version 4 Pro, not EX. EX is like the stupid expensive one that's like unlimited. The main benefit of that one is you can animate things that are longer than 1 minute or like a few seconds. I forgot how long the limit is, but the limit for animation is very short in Pro version. You have to get EX for like full animation capabilities. So that one makes it like an animation software as well. But Pro is not a bad deal. It's like $50-something, but that's not a subscription. You own it for life.
Oh, thank God! Thank God!
Yeah. There is a subscription model for like if you want the current features, but I'm gonna be so real, you do not need them. This one has more than enough. And the only thing I will note is that it has like a bit of a steep learning curve. Like I owned Clip Studio for around a year before I started using it like constantly because it was so much to learn, but yeah, you eventually get used to it.
Interesting. I've been using Ibis Paint for 7 years. I mean, it doesn't have anything, it hasn't not had anything I needed. Like, it has everything I need. But I don't know. I've been looking for actual animation software to use because Adobe sucks.
Clip Studio is considered like it's considered industry standard in Japan actually. That's why a lot of its stuff is in Japanese, and it's mainly made for like manga and like anime. But I've been using it for everything that you see, except for Punchi. A lot of that was done in OpenTunes. Which,
I can't figure out how to use OpenTunes for the life of me.
Oh god, OpenTunes is so confusing. It's kind of a nightmare, TBH.
Oh, I've had it. I've had it before. My parents had me, when I first got my drawing tablet, they had me try all kinds of different free software, like, fucking Pencil 2D.
Like Fire Alpaca.
I tried.
No, I haven't touched Fire Alpaca.
Oh my god.
Fire Alpaca's not bad, TBH.
Oh.
Yeah, Fire Alpaca's like pretty good.
Is it like an alpaca on fire?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, in one of my animation classes, I had to use a specific software, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was this dumbass thing. It was like for my school. It's like for kids my age or whatever. And so they had me use this dumbass software for kids. Apparently, it's free, called TubiTube.
Oh my god!
So much. It doesn't have an eraser.
What?
What?
It doesn't have an eraser.
It's better than Go Animate.
You got grounded vids.
God.
My animation looked like shit.
Anyway, yeah, honestly, like my favorite animation program I've used so far is Toon Boom, but that one's premium because it's again that one's super industry standard. That's like what SpongeBob is made. Expensive. It's so expensive. I was able to use it for cheaper using a student license, and even then it was like $300 for a year. It's crazy expensive, but it's like what you would use in a studio.
When you said it doesn't have an eraser, was it like Vector?
Yes, it was Vector.
Okay.
I've tried Blender before. It's very similar to like if you use the 2D animation in Blender, it's very similar to Adobe Animate actually.
It's confusing for me.
Yeah, it's a little weird, especially if like you do something wrong and like you end up zooming out, you realize, oh wait, this is just all on like a plane. Because remember, Blender's still a 3D software, so you're doing drawings on a plane in a 3D space, and so it feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Begator says, by the way, Zeno, just see the videos I emailed you yet? No. I should check. Anyway, what I wanted to show off was, you ever wanted to see old Zeno fan fiction? Back when I made when I was How old is this one at least? This one's from 2018, May 2018. This is from 8th grade. 8th grade Zeno made this.
Oh,
I
boy.
was 14. Let me see if there's any others I want to show off as well. Oh, I had like such a banger fic idea once.
Good night, Johnny.
Oh, good night, Johnny.
Day night.
Good night.
Thanks for coming.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Yeah, anyway, so, I had such a banger idea of, like, this one fic where, it was an album fic for Pink Floyd's, The Wall, but with Dib. And I wrote out this elaborate story. And I never even finished the outline. I'm like, why? I was cooking. Oh, man. Okay, so what else is there? Oh, yeah! Just for funsies, before we get into that, Flamgo, would you like a go at, I mentioned the Choose Your Own Adventure Zim game.
Oh.
Yep. Cause I still have it.
Interesting. How does that work?
A screen share.
Oh, okay.
It's literally a Google Slides presentation.
Okay.
Okay, let me save this, close that. Discard changes. Okay. Alright. And then Flam go. I'll give Sophie a turn as well. I did not write most episodes. I wrote like episode 1, little bit episode 2. So it's not much. So we're gonna click to start. Alright, who are you and what's happening? To put it simply, this is the story of Invader Zim, retold with you in Zim's shoes. Here you can explore the possibilities of what the human race's fate would have been if different choices were made in the story. Note that a number of choices will be out of character, but here it's you making decisions as Zim, not Zim himself. The journey begins halfway through the first episode. The nightmare begins. You have been traveling with Gur for 6 months and have now found your destination.
Oh boy.
So page 1. Okay. You've just found the perfect spot to set up base on this planet. Before any of the Earth inhabitants spot you and your robotic minion, you need a disguise to blend in. Your Vit Cruiser's disguise feature gives you 2 options here. You can either choose a hideous holographic disguise that makes you look exactly like a human, or a minimal but much more attractive disguise consisting of contact lenses and a wig.
Take the more effective one.
Your ship suddenly puts you in a capsule and covers you in a holographic image. When you exit, you look at yourself and find that you have tan skin, black hair, human eyes, strange nubs on your head, and an outfit that vaguely resembles your uniform. For Gur, you give him a dog disguise. It's not nearly as good as yours, but your disguise is more important anyway. You finish the day by setting up your base and researching a way to collect information on this planet. There's a nearby school building that you plan on visiting tomorrow. To education! So day 1. That was day 0. It's your first day of school. The rotten teacher, Miss Bitters, introduces you to the class and seats you at the front, right next to the door. Nobody suspects anything. To get a head start, you ask Miss Bitters about Earth's preparation for an alien invasion. As far as you can tell, this will be an easy victory. However, a scythe-haired boy on the opposite end of class seems to be eyeing you.
Oh, gross.
Soon, you are let out of school. Looks like you have come in later than you were supposed to. You'll do better tomorrow. However, the scythe-haired boy is standing in your way. He confronts you for your question on alien invasion and wants to know why you would ask such a thing. Do you run away without answering, claim to be a fan of aliens, claim to be scared of the invasion, or reveal your identity to him?
I'm a fan of aliens.
You claim to be one of those human UFO nerds who merely has an interest in aliens. To your surprise, the boy gives you a wide smile and shakes your hand. You learn that his name is Dib, and he happens to be into researching the paranormal. He admits he suspected you of being an alien yourself in class. Apparently he never met anyone who agreed with him before. How pitiful. This open-mindedness could have been a threat to your mission, but you managed to convince him you're on Earth's side. Great job. So you go back to your base and conclude the day. And then, yeah. The next part would have been, bestest friend, but except instead of having to like find a friend, you're just already friends with Dib. Like he just lashes onto you because he thinks that you're validating him.
Because he's a pathetic little loser.
He's a little loser. Okay, Zopi, you want to turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll skip the reading for this part. You want the effective disguise or the stupid disguise?
Give me a stupid one, man.
Alright, more appealing disguise. Your ship suddenly puts you in a capsule and forces the accessories onto you. When you exit, you look at yourself and find that you have human eyes and black hair. Other than that, you're still your handsome Zim self. For Gurk, you give him a dog disguise. Its quality is on par with your disguise. In other words, it's genius. You finish the day by setting up your base and researching a way to collect information on this planet. There's a nearby school building you plan on visiting tomorrow. It's your first day at school. The rotten teacher, Miss Bitters, introduces you to the class and seats you at the front right next to the door. However, a scythe-haired boy from across the class immediately suspects you of being an alien. The entire class's attention is now on you. Your cover's blown already. You have to do something about this.
I self-destruct.
Okay. Alright, you self-destruct. You reach for the self-destruct button under your glove. However, to your surprise, the other students in class defend you. The scythe-haired boy, you heard someone calling him Dib, attempts to point to your odd appearance. You're able to cover it up as a skin condition, but Dib still doesn't buy it. To get a head start, you ask Miss Bitters about Earth's preparations for an alien invasion. As far as you can tell, this will be an easy victory. Just like that, class ends. Looks like you came in later than you're supposed to. You'll do better tomorrow. However, the scythe-haired boy is standing in your way. He threatens you with an object he calls alien sleep
I
cups
attack him.
and starts chasing you down. You soon find yourself in a tough spot with no way out. This is already going horribly.
I am going to attack him.
Okay, you got an ending. Which means that you failed. You stop to turn your laser at Dib. However, while you're aiming your laser, he takes the opportunity to knock you unconscious with the sleep cuffs. Next thing you know, you're at an operating table being ripped open in front of a live audience. Soon, you're confined to a prison known as Area 51. The planet jackers arrive to burn everything, including you. What a shame, you never even got to contact the tallest. As the years go by, you are reduced to a distant memory rarely talked about. Mission failure. Yeah, knockout jackers ending. You learn the hard way that humans are opportunistic and get knocked out. While you're being experimented on, the planet jackers burn the earth with you on it. I'll show you guys my favorite, some of my favorite parts that I remember, because I wrote all these. So, you will appealing disguise, and then you decide to ditch school completely. You get the lame but successful ending. You give up school and find world domination in the form of business. Apparently taking over Earth is a lot easier than you thought. You ditch school and browse human databases in the safety of your base. Turns out you don't need school after all. You instead choose to pose a human businessman. Without any distractions or pointless priorities school would have brought on, you become a billionaire influential enough to take over the world. This story wasn't very exciting, but hey, it worked. The tallest are impressed and you managed to do something correctly and convert the planet into one giant factory.
Hell yeah.
All because you walked out. And then, I'll do this again, but, tack Dib already.
Are you encouraging me to drop out of high school?
Okay, let's attack Dib, and then, if you attack Dib when he specs you, with these humans blowing your identities, no way you can successfully do your mission. In a panic, you shoot at the boy with the laser. The whole class is scared now. Miss Bitters angrily sends you and the boy, his name is Dib apparently, to the counselor's office. Great, you're already completely blowing this. Counselor asks you for your side of the story. I destroy them both! Insanity ending! Your destruction knows no limits and you kill everyone. Soon Earth is a barren wasteland that you're obsessed with protecting. Your bloodlust takes over and you successfully destroy both Dib and the counselor. Soon Earth authorities attempt to take you away, so you destroy them as well. In your first week, you kill almost every human on the planet out of fear. Earth is yours, but your snapped mind is only focused on protecting yourself from its danger by mindlessly killing everything on it. On this now deserted planet, your defectiveness morphs into something so hideous nobody in the universe wants to be near you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much.
No, it worked.
Why is there a school shooter in? I wrote this so long ago.
It's so big. You did a very good zero.
Huh? What? Wait.
Guys, this is low-key extremely fun to listen to, but I gotta go to bed.
Aw, dang. Okay, well, I'm gonna read an old fic. You could always, I guess, listen to the recording of the stream later.
Oh yeah, after
Yeah.
this,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
After this, if you want to like read the fic the dib and this
What?
my dib fic where like you did the one where the person becomes dib.
If it's not too long. Alright.
Yeah, it's short.
So, context on this fic, this was written after an IRL field trip I had, and I was, like, really hyperfixating on Zim, so literally every experience I had became, like, another scenario to put the characters in. Anyway. I had no plans when writing this also. This is one of those fics where I did not write an outline, I just winged the whole thing. And, gee, I wonder why I never finished it. This is why I write outlines. Okay. Chapter 1. The future awaits. Let me get better music for a stream. Alright. Chapter 1. The future awaits. 15 minutes left. For the humans in Miss Bitter's class, the end of 5th grade was the 6th time they went through the excitement of a final day. However, Zim had never before went through an entire year of school, making this a significant day for him in particular. Increase the size of it. There we go. His first year felt like an eternity, and that's saying a lot for someone who spent the entirety of their first Irken year underground doing military simulations. What does that even mean? What do I mean by that? He could have exploded with triumph right then and there, but he had to save it for just a bit later. Instead, he simply stared at the clock, twiddling his thumbs. 10 minutes left. Scooge, on the other hand, was smiling gleefully and humming along to some awful pop song from the mall the previous day. Zim smirked as he witnessed Scooge lose control and start dancing the catchy tune coming from his mouth. Other humans started bobbing their heads to it as if trying to receive its message. Perhaps he finally found a key to world conquest. You see, there's a reason Zim made Scooge did all the... What is this writing? There's a reason Zim made Scooge did all the shopping. What is this sentence?
Wait, you wrote this?
Yes, I wrote this in 8th grade, so this is 14-year-old Zeno.
Well, 14-year-old Zeno did not have good grammar.
I wrote this, I'm pretty sure I wrote this on, no, I wrote this in Google Docs. I don't know why it ended up like this.
Okay.
He heard somewhere the human music contained subliminal messages if played backwards, and stories were filled with it. Zim simply couldn't afford to risk it. He had already seen the way humans lost control of their limbs when listening to YMCA, and the moment in Miss Bitter's class further proved this point. Oh my god. Zim suddenly snapped out of his memories, noticed that his thumbs were now moving along with the beat. No, he was so close. He couldn't lose his mission now. There had to be some kind of escape. But how? Aha. Just then, Zim remembered how PAX had inbuilt Irken speakers for times like this. Why did I write so much into this one moment? I swear to God. Those genius adventures really did think of everything. Zim pulled some wires out, wrapped them around the antennae under his wig, and he's now listening to a playlist of the Miyuki era's greatest hits. 5 minutes left. Across the class, Dib was reading note cards to himself. He already taunted Zim that morning with threats of exposing him during the promotion ceremony. That's right, not graduation, promotion. The school board came to the conclusion years ago that graduation ceremonies gave students false hope for the future.
Damn.
Promotion, I mean, yeah, I can see them doing that. Promotion, on the other hand, implied the students were only moving up to do harder things. That surely kept them reality. Only 5th graders, 8th graders, and seniors had promotions. The ceremonies were simple. Every student would give a brief summary of their future before doing something special depending on their grade. Seniors got their diplomas needed to start their miserable lives. 8th graders were taken to Camp Crypto for a night to test their survival skills for the inevitable apocalypse. And 5th graders got a kick out to... Yeah, 5th graders got a kick out to prepare them for punishment down the line. Zim read somewhere that kickouts were similar to ancient clapouts. Oh, right, that's what that was. Only instead of slapping their hands, the younger students would slap the soon-to-be middle schoolers. I'm not sure if any of y'all had this, but in my school district, when we graduated from, like, elementary school to middle school, we had a clap-out where all of the 5th graders, soon-to-be 6th graders, would walk through the halls as all the younger students, like, clapped for them. And so, yeah, I guess I got the idea that they would have the same thing, but they just, like, smack the students instead. Anyway.
Oof.
10 seconds left. Zim smacked Scooge out of his trance and pulled the wires out of his antenna. From across the class, Dib smirked at Zim. It was time. Miss Bitters rose from her dust-covered desk, sweeping it across the room onto the kids. Alright, students, it's time for you to observe the horrible contents of this building one more time, because if you somehow retain any sense of dignity after promotion, you'll never see it again. We will start with your required promotion speeches in the auditorium before moving through the school for your kick-out. The students unanimously arose and followed the teacher out the door. Zim waited in the back for Scooge before dragging him along. Zim learned early on that almost every list on Earth was organized alphabetically by last names. Thankfully, Erkins only had first names, giving Zim an opportunity to assure he was first for everything. First, we have Scooge Abba. Spork, that's right. Posing as Zim's relative, oh god, yeah, this is back before I wrote Zasser, so I made, I was going off of another fic that had Scooge pose as Zim's cousin. We'll just ignore this. We'll ignore that part, when we write. Posing as Zim's relative meant Scooge had to use his pseudo last name. His pseudo last name. Unfortunately, Z happened to be the last letter in Earth Latin. Ah well, it was only one person. Plus it was Scooge. It's not like he would have much to say. With a look of surprise, Scooge waddled over the microphone. He coughed nervously and stared at the crowd of 5th graders, ready to get this over with. Well, Scooge... He stopped and looked under his glove. Scooge Abba have one goal here, and that's to be a functional member of society. And, maybe, Zim raised a brow at Scooge, who was now darting his eyes around the room and sweating heavily. His teachers suddenly locked on Miss Bitters. A teacher! Yeah, and when I become a teacher, all the good students get free nachos! Scooge pointed his fingers at the crowd as they erupted in massive applause. Some kid in the back yelled, "Nachos rock!" Zim, now face-palming, just laughed into his hand. Scooge was tearing up as he smiled, no doubt surprised at the fact that he was getting recognized. Whatever, those false promises would be nothing compared to Zim's speech. Miss Bitters glared at the students, snapping them to silence. Thank you, Scooge. That was horrible. Next, we have your maniac cousin, Zim Abba. Before Scooge could move, Zim jumped on stage and threw him back in the crowd. He took a long gander at the students. Their tired eyes, their yawns. They must have been starving for greatness. Flamgo, you want to read my shitty Sim dialogue? Flamgo?
I think Flamgo died.
No! Why do we keep dying?
Oh, I accidentally opened a stupid mic app. Jesus, it hogs the mic. Anyhow, okay.
I want to read my shitty ass Zim dialogue from Flouse 14.
Sure. I've been listening, don't worry.
Okay.
Promoted Earth monkeys, enjoy your miserable lives while you can, because they are the rest of my horrible family at the rise on these grounds. There will be a single remnant of this dreadful race left to speak of. And in that flash of devastation,
Zim snapped his fingers close to the mic.
The few survivors will have no chance but to bow to me, your ruler, your emperor, me, because I am Zim, and Zim shall rule!
Zim let out his iconic
Evil
laugh,
laugh.
letting it boom across the room through the speakers. However, the only one in the crowd making any noise was Scooge, who was awkwardly clapping at Zim. Ugh, why did humans have to be so thick-skulled?
Praise me!
Back off them. The students applauded wildly for Zim, but their expressions still read dissatisfaction. Zim gladly bowed before them and looked to Miss Bitters. Finally, she huffed. Someone with a realistic sense of devastation. She crossed off something on her clipboard. Melvin Bedford. And that's why my goal in life is to burn every hot topic. Thank you, Zeta. Your speech gets an A.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Zophie? Anyway. As raised the speech was, Zim made a mental note to destroy that girl as soon as possible. At this point, all that GUR merch they made was his only source of income! Across the room, Dib didn't seem amused either. Here's the Dib!
Well, I thought we were getting graded on these.
He pointed out. Well, Dib, life isn't as easy as it seems now, is it? Miss Bitters looked at her clipboard. Speaking of which, it's your turn. Zim watched dreadfully as Dib pulled his note cards from his trench coat, took his place on stage. He was standing taller, looking neater, but worst of all, he was smiling. Oh no, he wasn't just smiling in the human way. He was doing his I know all your secrets and don't hesitate to tell them smile. The rotten smirk that tortured Zim daily. It made Zim want to gouge his eyes out. With the humans around, he could only snarl.
Okay. I already know none of you even care about what I'm going to say, but you probably want to listen. I'm here not to give you another rambling, but a promise.
Dib raised one of his hands and put it over his chest.
Oh, someone killed this guy. I, junior paranormal investigator Dib Membrane, vow to spend my summer keeping you all safe from the unknown. Even if you don't appreciate it, because when you're at summer homes and tourist attractions, I know from experience that the last thing you want is for it to be interrupted by a ferocious monster, or a vengeful ghost, or, God forbid, the alien menace.
Everyone stayed silent once again. Luckily, Dib knew too well just what would appease the crowd.
I got accepted as a trench coat scout, so I won't be around.
Dib showed off his new little TS button on his coat. Just as expected, the crowd gave a huge applause. Even Zim managed to be happy with this. The only thing he knew about trenchcoat scouts was that they were a group similar to the Girly Rangers or a baseball camp. They inspected superstitions in New Mexico. As much as he resented Dib when he was happy, New Mexico was miles away from anywhere Zim planned on going. Oh yeah, Tiny Hamster Alistair said Scooge will listen to Sabrina Carpenter. He would. Being first in line at the kickout was easily both the best and worst position. On one hand, Zim and Scooge could easily tell what was coming. On the other hand, being first meant they were getting smacked the hardest. First were the kindergartners, then the first graders, and so on, until they reached the dreaded fourth graders at the exit. Zim hated to admit it, but human children were surprisingly strong. So far, the two Urkins only had a small bruise each from a particularly nasty third-grade boy. The exit was so close, there was just one more student standing in front of the door. Zim and Scooge stopped right in front of her and prepared for their defenses. Gaz, of course. She even brought her track spikes for the occasion. Can we just get this over with? Scooge asked skittishly.
Yes. Why don't we skip the part with the boots of pain and go on with our summers with the warning?
And then you do a decent Gaz, Flamgo.
Okay.
Actually, I'm saving these for my brother.
She said, turning her foot to the Urkins, showed them the needle. But Jesus Christ, what was I writing?
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
But for enabling him, you're getting special treatment.
By the time Zim and Scooge stumbled out the door, their limbs were as stiff as boards, their wigs have only been completely destroyed. Oh well, they had spares in the bases anyway. Gur and Minimus were waiting outside, their colors distinguishing them from the human parents. Gur squealed in joy and hugged his master. However, this only made the pain in Zim's bones worse. You did it, master! Gur cheered. You smart now!
Get me the boot cruiser!
Oh, did it not go through?
No.
Yeah! God dang, it doesn't pick up my mini moose. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Here, let me do it.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. What do you mean it's not ready?
Zim snapped. It's a secret, Gur answered. A summer secret. Wow, that sounds fun, Scooge exclaimed. Zim shook his head dismissively.
Yes, now take us to the base.
He and Gur awkwardly stared at each other.
I can't move my legs, Gur.
Oh yeah! Gur suddenly snapped into duty mode and propelled towards the base, with Zim holding on for dear life. Now that they were in their own base, Zim and Scooge were able to walk on their pack legs until their actual legs stopped being broken. 4 of them headed straight to the attic to see 2 more Urkins standing in front of— oh my god, I put my OCs in here! Ain't no way! I forgot about this. 4 of them headed straight to the attic to see 2 more Urkins standing in front of presumably the Voot Cruiser covered in large cloth. The one on the left was just your average-looking navigator playing on an Urkin tablet, while the taller one on the right was smirking at Zim. He nudged his shorter partner, who looked up from his game, for quietly putting it back in his pack. Yeah, context, you wanna know what these guys look like. They are Crid and Audie. This is Crid. He is a scout.
Nice.
Yeah. And he has partner in his group. Audie the navigator, who got a lot more love than his teammates.
Damn.
God. Oh no, the 2018 meme dialogue. Ah. Okay. God, this... Alright, I have to voice Crid myself. Alright. Zim, Scooge, my dudes, congrats on the promotion, the tall one said.
Crid! What are you doing here?
Crid scoffed and pulled some papers out of his partner's coat. Your job? Zim stopped over the 2, fuming.
Are you trying to steal my mission like everyone else? Or was your elite scout position not good enough for you?
Crid's navigator snatched the papers back. Actually, we've just been investigating humans from a distance, he corrected. Zim, do you know what Audie here is holding? Crid said slyly.
Concert tickets? Letters straight from Mr. President?
Zim asked, hopeful. Oh, I know this one, Scooge responded. They're travel brochures. Very good, Scooge, Audie declared. That's a terrible Audie impression, but whatever.
Get to the part where you reveal what you've done to my ship already.
Patient, Zimmy, Crid said. We're just getting there. Crid grabbed the one end of the cloth and gestured to the other 5 in the room. Gur, Audie, and Minnie Moose grabbed the other ends and pulled off at once. Underneath was the Voot Cruiser, but it now looked nothing like an Urkin ship. Instead, it resembled a simplified purple minivan with rocket boosters on the end. Zim gasped in horror at the remodel.
What is the meaning of this? What have you done to my ship?
Surprise, Gur squealed. We're going on a road trip.
That pissed me off.
And then, yeah, so the premise was basically, it was gonna be like a whole summer where Zim goes on this life-changing road trip with, these random ass Urkins. And then
I mean, I'd be mad too if somebody, turned my vehicle into a minivan.
Or if my spaceship got turned into a minivan.
I'll read what little I have of Chapter 2 for this old draft. Zim couldn't believe what was before him. His prized Voot Cruiser, warped into a primitive human vehicle, Crid clearly had no idea what mess he was getting into. Do you like it, Master? Zim screeched. We worked all night on it.
You dare turn my ship into one of those horrible Earth automobiles?
Zim yelled. Relax, Crid replied. The Voot Cruiser still works like an Urkin ship. It's a disguise. Thing was garbage anyway, Audie muttered.
Oh,
Zim searched for some more words. He was still raging eternally. Wasn't entirely sure what over, or I should say what for.
you dare touch the ship of Zim without permission in the name of what was it?
Road trip? Scooge answered.
Road trip!
Zim scratched his chin. Something wasn't right.
Computer!
What now?
What is this road trip the Crid speaks of?
Crid and Audie were chuckling themselves and muttering things Zim couldn't make out. Road trip, a journey made by car, bus, etc.
And?
Definition 2. In sports, a series of games played away from home.
Games?
I've played these games before!
Oh no, then they explode and the episode ends. I guess.
Yay!
Everyone dies because I never wrote the end. Hang on, there's gonna be
What
15
kind of games?
chapters
Squid
of this.
Games?
Big applesauce.
Oh, that was gonna be fake in New York. Yeah, Evening's hair. Okay, so this was gonna be them exploring the local city. Let me try and guess what each of these were. Evening its hair, I don't know, man. Plunging through nature, I don't know either. Welcome to the beach episode. Amongst the stars, I don't know. Screams of joy. The 6 go to Lincoln Land, the family park themed after Gur's favorite shows. It's basically Disneyland with even more screaming children. Streets of Zim, so this would have been Vegas. The Almighty Desert. Yeah. Dib State. Oh, this is when they go to where Dib's camping. Coworkins? I guess this would have been Texas. Okay, so I'm guessing I don't know what Evening of Terror was, but this is probably like natural parks. And then swamps, boats, and such, that would have been Louisiana. Fruit consumption, I'm guessing Florida for that one, or like Georgia.
Oranges.
Oh my god, Flamgo Land.
Flamgo Land.
Flamgo Land. Government land would have been DC, and Big Applesauce would have been New York. And you know what? Fire fic idea, but this is why you plan things out ahead of time. Because otherwise, you end up with a bunch of, you end up with unfinished drafts that you'd rather die than look at again.
Okay. I
Until
just
it's
finished
10
my
years later.
concept art.
Until it's 10 years later, and you're like, oh.
Flamgo, can you share what you drew?
I put it in concept artist.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, let me see what you drew during all this before I end the stream.
Made shit up.
Ooh! Oh, I'm loving it!
Yay. Oh, there's a stupid green line. How do I get rid of that?
Zim almost looks 3D. He looks,
Yeah.
almost, yeah, computer animated.
I don't see how, but okay.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know. It's just like this weird, like, thing. It looks like it looks like it's a 3D model that is properly oh my god, shaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, shaded.
The girls are
Yeah,
fighting, part 2. Alright, thank you for joining me. Yay. That was another stream. Hopefully, birthday events aside, I should be able to get back to a schedule, including uploading. I know. Don't worry. Don't worry, Battle Dib is coming. I'm just nervous for that one because all the mic peaking makes my all my lines unlistenable.
Yay.
I have one price at a time. I'm like, oh god. I peaked the mic so much in that one. That's actually awful. It's just an example of what not to do when recording. But at least Plant Jackers is gonna be a banger episode.
Yes, definitely.
See you.
Are you gonna
Does this stream end?
start top of the line soon?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Sorry, what?
Are you gonna stream your concept art of top of the line soon?
Yes. But I
Yay.
was doing RoboParents background, so yeah, that wasn't this stream. That'll be maybe next stream.
Yay.
Yay.